The Yale University has been in the forefront of generating the genomic information, and this is one of the example I wanted to share with you here. So exome sequencing, or the sequencing of the whole genome, is the latest genomic technology that's making a huge impact on the medicine. This is the beginning of the personalized medicine era, and I think Yale Center has always really taken a lead in that direction, and this is the second publication which is coming in the literature. And as you can see, this is the first report on making a clinical diagnosis using the whole exome capture and next generation high throughput DNA sequencing. But this is a real time story. A 5-month-old child was referred to us from Turkey. The child was treated for the kidney diseases. However, the child was not responding to the treatment. So the DNA was shipped to the USA. We analyzed the DNA in the shortest possible time. At that time, it used to take like a month and a half. But at the end of the month and a half period, we realized they were really shooting at the wrong thing. Basically, the child had a mutation in a chloride exchanger gene, which is known to cause congenital chloride diarrhea. When this information was relayed to the physicians were able to change the medication and treat the child, and the child got better. This is just one of the examples. I think there are many more successful examples coming from our center. So I want to talk about the Genome Center a little bit. Yale realized the importance of the genomics in personalized medicine, and in 2010 they invested more than $10 million to set up these excellent genomic centers, which has 11 Illumina Hi6, Pacific Bioscience, and Ion Torrent and Ion Proton machines. So basically all the sequencing technologies which are currently available, they are actually with us, with the center now. The next point is really very relevant to this conference. All high throughput technologies, especially genomic technologies, are absolute without the computer infrastructure. So the Yale Genome Center generates about 100 to 150 terabytes of data a month. This data needs to be stored and analyzed and interpreted. That cannot be done without having a dedicated computer cluster, and you can see we have 3 petabyte of storage, and this is still short. We always are looking into cloud computing too, but the HIPAA regulation or the clinical, security associated, privacy and security associated with the clinical data, it has been challenging. I also wanted to give you some idea what impact the genomic technologies are making in general science and specifically in a clinical area. This is just the select list of the publications which resulted in last 3 years using the genomic technologies. As you can see, most of these publications are in high impact journal like Nature, Science, New England Journal of Medicine, and Cell. And there are many discoveries about cardiovascular disease, congenital heart disease, hypertension, kidney diseases, and many more. So we now are using this exome sequencing for clinical application, and the type of applications we are using is, the first and the most important application is for cancer. Obviously one can always try to determine the cause of the disease, but for a clinical application it's important to decide what's the course of the treatment as well as what happens after the recurrence of the disease. And we can actually reclassify the disease also, just like pathologist does it, by using the genomic technologies. We are also using this technology to understand the inherited susceptibilities, solve clinical mysteries, and newborn screening. The newborn screening is very a favorite of mine, and the National Institute of Health is paying a lot of attention to newborn screening. And one of the reasons is that currently most of the developed countries are actually using some 50 genes or 50 disorders are routinely screened within the first few days of the birth of the child to make sure the child doesn't have this disorder. The beauty is that if the disorder is diagnosed within first few days, the child survives. And the technologies which are currently used are like, one is not able to use this technology right now. Another thing is that once the genome is sequenced, that information remains throughout the life of a baby. So one can always go back and look at the genome and determine the course of action later on. So we have sequenced about 1,000 exomes for various disorders, and I think right now the demand is increasing significantly.